I'm Kelly Garver with Sterk Family Law Group. Today I'm speaking with Barbara Mulry, CEO and founder of Sojourn Therapeutic Riding in Frankfort, Illinois. Sojourn Therapeutic Riding has been selected as Sterk Family Law's Charity of the Month for July 2020. Hi Barb, how are you doing today?
I am well, Kelly. How about yourself?
I am doing well. I'm so glad you guys are able to join us today, and congratulations on being selected as our Charity of the Month. I know you guys are doing some great things. So why don't you tell everyone watching a little bit about Sojourn and yourself?
Well, thank you, first of all, for this honor and privilege. I'm very excited to tell you what the Sojourn Therapeutic Riding Center has to offer the community. First, I guess, myself, I'm an early retired special education teacher, was with District 111 for years, and I also owned a horse. And when my horse was injured, I ended up bringing him to a therapeutic riding center up north so that he could have some great care, and learned an awful lot about therapeutic riding by having my horse at that center. Began volunteering myself at the center, and this was many, many years ago, but I put it on the back burner that someday I'd like to do this. When that day finally arrived, and coming through the lens of a special education teacher, in addition to, I have a brother who I'm his guardian. He's at Trinity Services, a wonderful place. I could really see a lot of advantages. So I investigated this further through PATH International and ended up getting my certification through them. And then the barn became certified as well. And everything really centers around safety. Your education centers around the various types of challenges that children are going through. And also my big focus too as a teacher is really making things comfortable for the parents. As a sibling, even, I know how demanding it can be, and the parents are their child's advocate. So advocating for the parent is very important to me. So with that said, with therapeutic riding, it's equine assisted learning. We enhance lives through the power of the horse. That's our motto. And then we look at the various needs of each child. So the parents will share with me very often their child's IEP, individual education program, and we'll target specific goals. Some of them are cognitive. My area of specialization is more with behavior. I have a lot of kids with autism, kids who might be receiving ABA therapy, and I like working with the specialists so that we can design programs that will absolutely enhance what's going on in the schools or with ABA therapy, because it really does take a team. And then, of course, the cherry on top of the sundae is the beautiful horse, where all this education can take place, and the children are just thrilled because it feels very good, and all the sensory input that they get from the horse and the love they get from the horse makes for a very nice experience. So with that, we have the majority of our riders have autism, or they're on the spectrum. We do have some riders with cerebral palsy. And also, I'd like to mention, because we have so many kids with autism, I do want parents to know if they have a child who is in a wheelchair. We, a few years ago, won a grant from the Christopher and Dana Reeves Foundation, and that money went toward the installation of a lift where we can very, very safely and with a lot of dignity place the child on the horse. And of course have the support after the lift is removed, and then we have our sidewalkers to help maintain the balance of the rider. So we do service a lot of individuals, and we have day camps as well. We have a summer camp that's coming up. We have been enhancing our program. We discovered that a lot of our kids with autism actually like our chickens. I thought it was great because I love chickens. the only one out there that really liked chickens. And so we actually had a state-of-the-art chicken coop built and designed by a mechanical engineer. And so we'll be doing some fundraising for that. And then we are going to also have a sensory garden built, because a lot of our kids do enjoy nature. And so we're going to have like a labyrinth type of design. Everything will be ADA compliant. And if a child should be having difficulty with behavior, it's an option where the child can have a place to go to kind of calm down and rest if necessary. So those are the goals here.
That's really amazing. I know I've been out to your facility and I was just blown away. I believe I came out there the first time right after I think you either had the lift installed, but I just the cleanliness and just how the staff there and everything is just so helpful and caring, and just the care that you take of the horses you could see right there. And I just the facilities themselves are amazing. So I know that talking to you about the the chickens and the sensory garden, we look forward to kind of seeing that coming forward. Now, so I know you mentioned that a lot of children with autism or special needs and then perhaps disabilities are able to use the facilities. Is it limited to that, or is it available for any riders to come out, anybody who, like public, open, or anything like that?
We do. We are focused on lessons.
Okay.
So we don't have the once in a while kind of ride, but I do. A lot of the volunteers, they see the children having a blast, and so then they will want to take lessons too. And so I will offer lessons to those individuals as well, but with the understanding that our kids and adults with special needs come first. So then there has to be flexibility on the part of our volunteers or any other rider that wants lessons, that they would know that if a parent wants the time that has been their time, we cater to the individuals with special needs first. And so that's set up front, and everyone is so flexible. They've really been very flexible with COVID. I'm very impressed. All of our volunteers wear masks. It's a mandate for us, and we will follow the PATH guidelines and of course CDC guidelines. So all volunteers wear masks, and they wear them correctly. And so if you're handling the horse, if you're sidewalking, some children might not be able to wear the mask, so they would be exempt. But the parents are, I think, exemplary in the sense that they are working with their children, and they will start out with the mask, and the kids are getting better and better and better at wearing a mask, which I think is good because it's transferable to other contexts, and this will open up the opportunity for them to be able to go places and do things and be safe. So we're kind of working on that. That's another thing that we're helping the kids out with as well. But safety is first in this environment. It has to be.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And I know from, what I've known about the facility, and I've heard some of the success stories and stories you guys have shared. I know, especially through Facebook, you guys are very visually, good visual storytellers, and kind of make everybody kind of feel like they're riding along with you guys. So
it's true. You want to find out, go to the Facebook site and people can see, the kids and get a good picture of what we do. Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to seeing I definitely want to come out and visit once you have, the coop and everything done, and then this garden, so I could take it, come out and take a visit with it, obviously you guys too. And it's always fun to kind of say hi to all the horses too. So in addition to the labyrinth and the chicken coop, and you guys I know are constantly just keeping things up to date and everything, you guys have any other plans for the facility in the future? Any program? I know you said you've got a summer camp coming up and you do other camps. Is there anything, in the event that we're able to do events again, like fundraising type of activities or anything?
Oh, well, we're always happy for anyone who wants to donate. We are going to be starting a GoFundMe, and that will be for the cost of the coop. And the coop is about $6,000. And again, this is a state-of-the-art coop, and yes, we have pictures of that up there. The labyrinth is and the sensory garden is under design right now, and we're recreating our web page as well. So those are all kind of the creative / business types of things that we're addressing now. One of the things that I've always had near and dear to my heart that I'm hoping that we can increase is scholarship, because there are kids that they may not have the funds, and then they are in situations where it would be conducive for them and their families to just escape. That's why we have the name Sojourn, because it's a brief respite from the hectic, chaotic lifestyle that I think has been increasing more and more and more. And now, of course, in times of such stress, it's good to just get out there and grow a plant, see a horse, say hi to the chickens. And we're a very rural facility, and yet, you know, we're not too far. We're pretty easy to get to. And I just think that people need to have that mental break, and they just don't know how to take that break. And I would love to see us maybe be helpful in regard to, well, what can you do in your home, in your backyard, so that you can really seriously bring nature into your life. And there are ways that, of course, you can do that. So I'm looking into that. And then, of course, like I said, scholarships for those kids. We have some kids who travel very far. They might be on the other side of downtown. They travel far with their parents to get here and to have that brief respite and enjoy nature. So I'd like to see that for more kids who might be living within the poverty culture, and give them nice opportunities. And I'm also looking into school systems. And I know very easily we could support the schools. My whole life was nothing but the Common Core with the kids and the state and all that, and the standards, which I think are very good. And I know that we could absolutely support schools with their endeavors, and maybe that would be nice for them too. So we have a lot on the horizon right now.
Wonderful. So Barb, so if people want to learn more about you or Sojourn, or try to get involved with either volunteering or, you know, maybe trying to pitch in for some of the upcoming things, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Well, you can obviously go to the webpage, sojourntrc.org. You can go to Sojourn Facebook, and you can call us too at 708-539-3078. And somebody will answer the phone, and we'd love to set up a visit with you. And also, we're looking for volunteers. We cannot offer what we do offer without volunteers. And volunteers are really the guts of the program, because we do have to have people who are dedicated to the children, to adults with special needs. And it's nice to have volunteers who might have a horse background, and they're okay with leading a horse and making the horse as comfortable as possible, or helping get that balance with the rider, so that there's more of a synergy between horse and rider. So if anyone is interested in volunteering, we would love to have you. We will train you, and I think that you'll feel quite rewarded. It's a great thing to do.
Thank you so much for sharing all this information with us today. And, I just think it's wonderful, the holistic approach, the therapy and everything that you're doing coming forward. We're looking forward to seeing what you have. We'll make sure to share all your information too on this. People can get a hold of you if they want to get involved. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have in store for the future. Thank you so much, Barb.
And thank you, Kelly. And again, it's just such an honor and privilege. And I do hope to see you soon.
Oh, you will. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
You too. Bye-bye.